Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment as the Tennessee Titans defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-10. Okay, this is much more like it after last week's disastrous first half and overall game against the Cleveland Browns. This is what we had to see today from the Tennessee Titans. I had them winning this game pretty significantly. I think my score was 35-24. Ended up being much better than that. Now, I don't want to make too much of this game. In fact, this will not be a long post-game recap. This was business as usual, or at least how it should be business as usual because, unfortunately, we've been letting too many teams like the Jaguars, like the Bengals, like the Vikings actually compete with us. But this was an 8-4 team, now 9-4 team, facing a 1-11 football team. This is what was supposed to happen. A team starting Mike Glennon, and you just know that this team is tanking because obviously Gardner Minshew is a better option than Mike Glennon, a quarterback who has been on the precipice of really being out of the league for the past, 3-4 years? And then they just pick up this guy and they're signing over Gardner Minshew, who's given us problems in the past, has given a lot of teams problems in the past. I still think he has starting potential. I'm not going to say he's a starting quarterback, but starting potential, and he's a damn good backup at the very least, but certainly better than Mike Glennon, who really shouldn't be in the league. The guy's awful. The guy's a nothing quarterback. Logan Woodside is better than Mike Glennon. Honestly, truly, I really believe this. So we can't be too happy today. We can't make too many big conclusions today, but it was still nice to see the Tennessee Titans kick ass, right? This is something that we like to see. And it also helped us in the AFC South race because the Indianapolis Colts are the only team that lost to the Jaguars, right? We swept the Jaguars, we split with the Colts, and now we have to sweep the Texans so that if the Colts and the Titans end up with the same record, the Titans have the tiebreaker because they have the better AFC South record. If the Titans lose to the Texans, I have to check. Actually, the tiebreaker, I haven't checked the tiebreaker for that. If the Colts and Titans end up having the same record, I think it's still going to depend on how many AFC games both teams win moving forward. And also, I think the tiebreaker for actually maybe is mutual games. So I'd have to check that. I feel that the Colts might have the advantage there, but I'll check on that. So things are looking good, though. We're going to, cross our fingers and hope that the Colts lose to the Raiders today. And if they lose to the Raiders today, it makes things so much easier. I wouldn't see us losing the AFC South in that scenario because I think we're going to beat the Lions and I think we're going to beat the Texans. And then we'll see about Green Bay. Honestly, I don't think so. I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are going to rip us to shreds. But this will be fine. 11-5 should be enough to win in the AFC South. So let's get into this game. Let's talk about this game. But again, no real reason to take or to make, big conclusions from this game and to take too long here. So we won't. All right, so let's start with A.J. Brown. Is he elite? He is. E-L-I-T-F. He's oh so close. Here's my thing, people. Here is my thing today with A.J. Brown. You can feel it. It's electric with A.J. Brown. The flea flicker. One-handed grab touchdown was spectacular. It was great. But what else did we have? We had a critical drop on a third down. And these were the Jacksonville Jaguars. We just can't. It was a great game. It truly was. 7 catches. What was it? I want to say 112 yards and a great touchdown. That's a very strong game. It was against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, so we just can't give him the E because he played well against the Jaguars. And even in this game, he had the critical drop. We can't do it in this game. So if he gives me, I'm just looking for one more game. If he can give me this either against Green Bay or in the playoffs, the E will be there, right? It'll be there. It'll absolutely be there. I'm going to give it to him. I want to give it to him so bad. And whenever I give it to him, that's it, by the way. It's going to take a lot. That's why I haven't removed the letter yet, right? You know, I've considered removing the T at one point. I considered removing the F, but I haven't. If you earn a letter from me on the MJ Elite meter, all right, I don't like taking letters away. When I say you're elite, that's it. You know, unless if you really do a lot to mess that up. So whenever I give it to him, it'll be bestowed, and that should be it. He's oh so close, but man, what a touchdown. This guy's a beast. He will earn that E. Just can't give him to her yet because, again, these were the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, come on. But Ryan Tannehill continues to kill. I mean, the guy's killing it. The guy is absolutely killing it. Again, these were the Jaguars, but this is exactly what we expect from Ryan Tannehill. A very efficient day, moving the ball, you know, finding players in the end zone, finding Jeff Swain. What a great, you know, touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. Great throw and a great catch there. You know, distributing the ball to all his wide receivers. We didn't actually use his legs today, but, you know, normally using his legs. He continues to play great. I mean, the guy is, it's hard to say he's an MVP candidate because him and Derrick Henry are both contributing so much, and like it's just a cumulative effort right now offensively. It's so weird. This is an offensive football team in Tennessee. This is so bizarre, but I'm here for it. I mean, after today, when we were third in terms of points per game, I think we'll still be third because the Kansas City Chiefs was put up 33 on the Dolphins. But, I mean, our offense is legit. Now, unfortunately, the defense is not. And we're going to talk about the defense today. Although they only ended up 10 points today, there were still problems with the defense today. But, I mean, Tannehill's great. And then long live the king, Derrick Henry. I mean, this guy is an absolute stud. I mean, we all knew he was going to run over the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is his move. This is what he does. But it's still nice to see. I still like seeing it. I still like seeing my boy, my king, Derrick Henry, King Henry, first of his name, running all over this Jacksonville Jaguars team. I love seeing it, right? This is something that we love to see. I mean, they have no chance in hell. He strikes fear into their souls at this point. I mean, he lives rent-free in the Jacksonville Jaguars' heads. He must at this point, and I'm here for it. So, King Henry still a beast, 215 yards now. Can he get to 2,000 yards, right? People want him to. You know what? He has to average 156 yards a game moving forward in order to get it. Unfortunately, last week he only had the 60 yards, so that really set him back. But today was, you know, above the pace. So it got him, you know, back to about where he was 2 games ago. It's going to be close. If you ask me now, last week I think I said I had him on, I guess I was going to predict like 1,800 yards. I'll say 1,850, maybe 1,900, but 2,156 yards a game for their last, 3 games? I don't know. It's going to be tight. You know, it's going to be real tight. The Lions' run defense is pretty bad, but I feel like the Packers game is just going to be a passing game. Shoot at it. He's not going to run for a lot of yards in that game, and then that's going to be the game where he just really, you know, is not able to do enough in order to really solidify the 2,000 yards. We will see. I'd love to have another 2,000-yard rusher in this franchise. That would be the third in this franchise, but the second that I actually care about. Sorry. You know, I know there is all the Houston Oilers fans in the past, and that's great. I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. So Chris Johnson and Derrick Henry, the 2K club, would be fantastic for me and for you Earl Campbell fans. You know, that'll be great for you too. So Derrick Henry continues to kill it. The guy's an absolute beast. He's the best running back. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's the best running back in the league. I know he's the best rusher. We can absolutely agree on this. Now, how much you want to put emphasis on receiving, I get it, right? Christian McCaffrey's not healthy right now. If Christian McCaffrey's healthy, is he better? We can debate that another day. But today, Derrick Henry's an absolute beast. All right, and I'm here for all that. So, I did have some complaints. You know, let's not even get to the complaints yet. I want to say one thing. Malcolm Butler. Now, again, these are the Jacksonville Jaguars, but Malcolm in the middle. I am slowly changing my stance on Malcolm Butler because he's playing better. Wow, isn't that just crazy? Whenever you play better, MJ actually gives you recognition. He actually recognizes good play on the field. He likes when players play well, and he doesn't when they don't. Isn't that just so bizarre? I thought he just hates everybody. It's so weird. He's playing better, and the interception today was very impressive. Can he do this against the Lions, the Packers, and the Texans? We need to see this. I don't know how significant the injury was to Deshaun Watson. I literally just saw on my Twitter, oh, Deshaun Watson's injured. I don't know if he's, if it's a big injury or if he's going to play. I don't know what's going on. I don't see about that. But you're talking about Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and potentially, and maybe even probably Deshaun Watson and those passing attacks that we're going to face in the upcoming 3 weeks. We will learn a lot more about how Malcolm Butler is truly playing. Because to me, I guess we struggled a little bit against the Browns. He didn't personally, but as a coverage unit, we definitely did. But he's been playing a lot better today, lately, and today he played great, right? He had a great game today, great interception today, so I recognize that. And now, again, I don't think he'll be around next year. I don't think the money's going to work out in order for them to say, yeah, we don't want to save $10 million by cutting him. I just don't see a scenario for that. But, if he continues to play like this, it becomes more and more likely. I'll say that. I still don't buy it, but we'll see. I just don't know if the money's there. But I recognize the improved play of Malcolm Butler. I truly do, because there's all these Malcolm Butler stands. It's bizarre to me, but there's all these Malcolm Butler stands in this Tennessee Titans community that have been tweeting me lately saying, why are you not believing in Malcolm Butler? You're so harsh on Malcolm Butler. And it's because he stunk, for the majority of this season, and certainly for the beginning of this season. But the man is playing better, and I recognize that. Okay, so some grievances that I do have. Jeremy McNichols on 4th down? Now, I don't know if Derrick Henry was hurt. I didn't see that he was hurt or whatever. Like, maybe he just was fatigued. He needed to play off, whatever. But, the drive where we ran Jeremy McNichols in the red zone on 4th and 2, the play call was bad. The idea to run to Jeremy McNichols was ridiculous. And by the way, you saw more today why McNichols is, sorry guys, kind of a nothing back. I mean, he's really nothing. I'm sorry. I want more than anything. Maybe not more than anything. I want a Super Bowl more than anything. But I really want a backup running back, a complimentary running back that we can believe in, that can really, more solidify our rushing attack and make us more dynamic. I'm with you. I hope it's Darrington Evans. It's not Jeremy McNichols. It's not Deontay Ford. It's not. I'm sorry. I get it. Yeah, we love these backup running backs. We love Javon Ringer. We love David Fluellen. They're not good. I'm sorry. McNichols, he's a nothing back. But the idea to run him on 4th down, Arthur Smith, sometimes this guy, he's a great offensive coordinator. We're, averaging 30 points a game. But sometimes this guy, if Derrick Henry was fatigued, fine, you throw to A.J. Brown, you throw to Corey Davis, you run Ryan Tannehill, you don't run Jeremy McNichols on a weak run play. It was bizarre. So that was one of my problems today. And the defense is still not good. Now, it looked better today. They had their spots today. They got off the field when they needed to. They got pass breakups on 3rd down. They got off the field on 3rd down. The pass rush is non-existent. No sacks today. I think we still only have either maybe 14 or 15 sacks on the season. This is ridiculous. That is actually incredibly bad. And I don't know how we're going to really slow down the Chiefs offense if we face them. If we can slow down the Steelers. Now, maybe the Steelers will show up and they just won't, they'll be asleep because, that's great. But if we have to face the Chiefs, man, how are we going to slow down this team with no pass rush? That doesn't compute. It doesn't compute to me. This Green Bay Packers matchup is going to tell us so much because the Packers and the Chiefs are very similar right now. Packers have a better defense to me. But their passing attacks are definitely very similar. Different types of weapons. Don't get me wrong. Devontae Adams is a way different weapon than Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. The Packers don't have a tight end like that. And the Packers have a better run game than Aaron Jones. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a different running back than Aaron Jones. But it's just going to, let us see how does our defense look like against a truly elite quarterback that can rip you to shreds, right? That's going to be such a critical matchup for us. Have we really turned the corner? No, because last week we did horrible against the Browns in the first half. But maybe we can turn the corner, and the Packers game would be the first, real step towards that. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't want to say this was a step today. But, I'm intrigued. Okay, I'm intrigued. And then Corey wasn't in the house today. The fumble, what was that? I mean, I don't want to be too harsh on him because he's played so well this year. I still want him extended. The fumble was bad. It set up the Jaguars to get one of their few points today to get their field goal. So that was unfortunate, but I'm not going to rip him to shreds. You know, the stars of A.J. Brown and Corey Davis, sometimes they don't align, right? One will perform well, the other one won't. This was just a day where it was A.J. Brown's day and it really wasn't Corey Davis's day. And for those of you that thought him in fantasy football, I feel sorry for you. Hopefully you haven't lost in the playoffs and you're out, but if you are, yeah, it stinks. So, I mean, pretty much people, I mean, that's it. Oh yeah, we also had the Daquan Jones, he got the field goal block. And, you know, I think it was mostly due to the fact that Aldrick Rosas, the kicker for the Jacksonville Jaguars, slipped and fell. I mean, I think that really, you know, determined how low that ball was and allowed Daquan Jones to be able to bat it down. But still nice to have Daquan Jones come down with that blocked field goal. And, I mean, people, that's really about it. I mean, Ty Smith played well. Desmond King was a little up and down. But I just don't want to talk too much about this game because it was the Jaguars. Like, it was nice to get a win, a strong win after last week. But this is not the game where we're like, okay, where we're trying to figure out how strong of a team we are, where we rank them in the NFL at least. This is not the game. It's a game to just get another win in the win column, to get closer to Clinton, the AFC South, and to build confidence moving forward. And this is what we did today, and that's what I love to see. So those are my thoughts on the Tennessee Titans victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars, 31-10. What were your thoughts on this game? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.